So let's talk about yesterday's game. Yesterday was pretty amazing, the game, as we saw the Dallas Mavericks just absolutely smoke the Celtics. I do not think that this was the Celtics trying 100%, and neither do I think that this was representative of what the series has looked like up to this point. But Dallas looked good. They beat the Celtics by 38 points, and it wasn't really fueled by one performance. It was kind of a more balanced performance by everybody on the team. They kind of just took shots like killing Boston, and what really did it for them was their defense. They held Boston to 84 points, and I think it was 36 in the first half. Well, no, I think it was 50. It was 30. Yeah, it was 35 in the first half, actually. And then they scored 49 in the second half. So Boston was really tightly defended this game, and this is what I was talking about the other day. Dallas in this game actually looked hungry, actually looked like they wanted to win, and actually looked like a championship team or the championship team which we thought that they could be. Could they come back from down 3-0? I doubt it. And especially in the finals, it's going to be hard to make the Celtics not win one game. Could they maybe win two or three games? I think so. I don't think. I think they could even force a game seven, but I just don't think that they're going to win this series. The reason why is because I don't think Boston is going to have a hard time, just winning one game. It's not Jaylen Brown. It's not Jason Tatum. It's the guys around him. Like, there's no way that Drew Holiday plays like trash for the next 3 games straight. There's no way that Derek White plays like trash for the next 3 days straight. There is no way that all of these guys play like trash for the next 3 games straight in unison, right? Like, maybe 2 guys have bad games, but not all of them are going to, and that's the trick with the Celtics. Oh yeah, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum played badly, but Al Horford, Derek White, and Drew Holiday are going to play great. Oh no, but these guys are not really getting time. Yeah, but Kristaps Porzingis is coming back, and in my opinion, I just think that this game did not look like their best effort. Were they out of sync? Probably. Some people were saying that they even threw this game just so they could go and celebrate their championship in Boston. I don't think that's the case. I think that any championship team, it doesn't matter where you win. Like, of course, it makes the experience sweeter when the confetti falls in your home and when you can see that happen. And I will say that the Celtics did not look nearly as sharp. Maybe Joe Mazzulla did not play those UFC videos for them of people getting choked out. I don't know if you guys saw that, but Joe Mazzulla apparently plays UFC videos of people getting choked out for his team before they go and play. And now, as we see them currently, the Celtics look pretty good. Obviously, they're in Boston. There is when they're really going to try to win, because when they win the championship, doing it in front of your fans is very important. But I also do believe that there is a chance that this was maybe an opportunity for them, which they blew. It is obvious that Boston has 3 really great chances after this game to really win the championship. And they're very close to it. All they need is one game. Now, what I will say is that Boston is definitely a team which can go from being very good to very bad very quickly. And with their stars, their accompanying role players, and the people on their roster, they have had problems with being very consistent. So, in my opinion, what should the Boston Celtics do? What is their trajectory? And after this game, how does it look like for the Mavericks? First, shout out to the Mavericks for winning this game. You guys needed to do that just so you guys didn't get swept in the finals, just so it wasn't, this bad season, this kind of sour taste in the mouth, where it's like if you didn't win a game, then you would have always stuck with that what if, right? What if we played harder? What if we went stronger? What if Boston did not smoke us? So winning one game really proves that, hey, we have it in us to win games against this Celtics roster. And they did. They won this game. Now, what are they gonna do from now on? I feel like for Boston it's just win one game. But for Dallas it's one game at a time. So when it happened to all come together, right? And when we see the next games which are coming up, the one thing which I wonder is how are these teams gonna play? Look, for the Celtics, they just need to play well if they want to win. All they need to do is just keep themselves consistent, keep their players in check, make sure that they're not getting too comfortable and that they're not celebrating too early, and keep them with the right mentality. For Dallas, you need to keep your players hungry. Make sure, like most teams, when they go down 3-0, they automatically believe that they have no way of getting out of that and that they already lost the series, which is a good way to believe because if we're being honest, it's very hard to win a series after you've down 3-0. It's never happened before. But for Dallas, you don't want to just fall to a statistic. If you lose, you lose. If you get beat, you get beat. But you don't want to, have that happen to you just because you automatically adjusted yourself and put your mind to it. So in my opinion, what I think should happen and what I think they are going to do now for Boston, they're going to try their hardest next game. Next game is going to be Boston's legacy game. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown's finals MVP face off. Because in this game, they both played like trash. Jaylen Brown especially, he scored 10 points. Tatum had 15, but I don't believe that this game counts a lot. I don't think that when we're looking at who is the finals MVP, we're going to be looking at this game because it doesn't matter if one scored 5 more points than the other or had somewhat better counting stats. In a game where you lost by 38 points, it doesn't really matter how good you were, how bad you were, when you guys were both terrible. So next game is Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum's legacy game. It is the game which decides who's the finals MVP, even though I believe it should already be Jaylen Brown, because in those first 2 games, he was the person who was putting them on their back. And in that third game, he was the person who scored the game-winning mid-ranger, which sealed the game for Boston. The only problem was that he scored that in Dallas. So when he scored that in Dallas, that caused him to have less of a cheer when he got it. But that was one of the better shots in the NBA Finals, which you've seen recently. It sealed for the Celtics the game. The only problem was that people weren't really paying attention because since the people just look at the Celtics and automatically assume that they're going to win every game, it is harder for them to actually appreciate the greatness of the players which are in that organization. I'm not a Celtics fan, by the way. I actually don't like the Celtics that much, but I do have to give them their appreciation when I say that they have been a great franchise. Now, in my opinion, Luka and the Mavs need to step up, need to keep doing what they're doing, need to take it one game at a time, need to make sure to put their best foot forward and to try to win as many games as possible because, as Luka said, the series is not over until it's over. For Boston, you need to try your hardest next game. This game was not nearly good enough. And next game, you guys need to put your foot down and say, we are going to win this NBA championship. We're only one game away. So, now that we have both of these teams here, now that we have them in the final, and now that we have them playing against each other, the real question is who's going to win the championship. And I think it's obviously Boston, but I hope that Dallas could win a few games just to make it interesting.